morning. It's Ginny, Eli, and Tim at DS Tech in Escom, Michigan. Let's talk about red flags during the holiday season that you should look out for because, well, they're nasty. Nasty things happen.
Yep.
So we'll talk about some of
Hackers
those.
don't take holidays
And
off.
as a matter of fact, they're more active on holidays,
Yep,
which we
they're
will
actually-
tell you
yeah.
about.
Yep.
We'll tell you about that. We'll tell you all the reasons why.
That's so mean.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think they have feelings.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think that's the point. So anyway, we're going to dive into that. And hey, if you need any of the security training that we mentioned in here, go to dstech.net or drop your questions, whatever. Get in touch with us. We'll help you out.
Hashtag
But-
train me.
Train me.
Yeah.
You can drop that. That's the key word.
That's right.
Hashtag no red flags. No.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about how phishing attacks ramp up heavily around the holiday season, especially around like Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas, that kind of stuff where there's a lot of gifts and purchasing going on. They increase significantly during the holiday season as people expect notifications about shipping, deliveries, special offers. So those too good to be true offers, well, it's Black Friday. It might be a legitimate thing, and then how do you know it's real or not? So
Don't click the link.
Yep.
Sorry, I had to say
no,
it.
that's
Get
perfect.
up
Yeah.
yourself.
So phishing, you're probably well aware if you've watched our things is where they're trying to get you to click things, and basically then they'll steal your passwords, maybe compromise your account, do malicious things with it. So it's just they're trying to get you to click on something that you shouldn't. They also come in a variety of different methods now. It's not just email. You might get a text message now that's like, check on your UPS tracking, click here, or whatever it is, things like that. A lot of those, I would never click on them, even if you think it's legitimate. So again, emails, text messages, and now social media messages are also, if you like, they can be a malicious advertisements even, where an attacker will pay for an ad, you'll click on it, and it's actually going to a bad website that's supposed to look like the real website, and you're like, wow, everything's like, a quarter of the price. This is awesome. And then you put your credit card in, and now it's just over. So just avoid those too good to be true things and just do your due diligence. Make sure you go to the original website and things like that. So,
Yes, I've seen Duluth Trading
Yes.
on Facebook an ad. I'm like, whoa, look at those prices. And I'm like, if you go to their website, their real true website, it's just not true.
Yeah, prices are not there. You're like, can you
Yeah.
price match these
Scary
prices you're
that
showing
it's-
online?
I
Like,
called them and I
Yeah.
said, hey, this isn't your website, right? Because I like buying their stuff. And they were like, no, every time we bring it down,
Ugh.
another one pops up. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's just great.
Mhm.
Actually,
need
we
our
have a
brand
new
monitoring.
service for that for some of our
Yes.
clients.
Yep.
That,
Domain monitoring.
yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway,
So holiday season is the prime time for phishing. Again, it's worse because of the shopping, delivery notifications. People are busy during the holidays, all that kind of stuff. So again, how to kind of identify these is the same thing. An unusual sender, you're getting an email, like you're like, I never got a text message for an Amazon tracking before. Why am I getting one now? That's a red flag. You're like, I've never gotten these before. I hadn't set it up. Why am I getting this notification? Generic greetings, things that start with like dear customer instead of your name. Like if it's coming from Amazon, they should know
They
your
know
name.
your
They should
name.
title it and stuff. But if they leave it very generic, it can be an indicator that it's someone trying to spoof as them. Using urgency and fear, that's the most common one, especially holidays. They're like, oh, limited deal, weekend only, click here, 80% off, whatever it is. They try to use urgency.
Don't click this. Your package
Or
won't
it-
get here in time.
Yeah,
It's-
exactly. If you don't click this, your package will be sent back to the sender or something, right?
or it's an email from your boss telling
yeah.
you to buy gift cards,
Yeah.
and if you're eager,
Yeah.
and young and maybe
Yeah,
even
you're
just,
I want to make a good impression on my
Yep,
boss. Here
I'm
we
going to go do it.
Yep. Verify, call and verify. And then lastly, suspicious links or attachments in emails, where they'll download. A lot of times email filtering can kind of look for a lot of that now and get, I'd say 80-90% of it, but some of the stuff still makes it through. So you still want to do your due diligence and don't just click like
Right.
invoice 1256. And you're like, I never got an invoice from this company
Yeah.
before. Why are they sending me an invoice? What I would do at that point then is call your representative at the company directly and ask, did you guys send me an invoice? Chances they'll say no, and then you just delete the email. Same thing for the Amazon packages. Hey, your stuff's being delivered, or UPS or whatever. Go to the actual website itself, log in, and then check it there. Or if you
Yep.
got a tracking number when you originally purchased something, go to ups.com or fedex.com or whatever it is, put your tracking number in on the official website. Don't just click the tracking on the text messages. This is the best way to avoid getting phished from those.
Don't click the link
Yeah, or tap the link, right?
or tap the link. Yeah, just don't
That's what
do
you
it.
So-
think about.
That was the
Don't
next
worry.
section talking about how don't click the link and all that kind of
Even
stuff.
if
So
it's
we've already done that.
legit, I don't
Yeah.
click
Yeah,
the
even
link.
if it's legitimate, I just rather use those best habits and learn to go
Yeah.
right to the direct vendor and log in and check it. the
How many
traditional
times have I
ways.
asked you, Tim, is this legit?
Yeah. Whether it is or not, just
So,
don't click it
yeah.
anyway. So yeah. So never enter your passwords and personal info from the link. So a common thing will be is they'll like, oh, click this link to check your tracking. You click on the link, and then the next thing says sign in to prove who you are. It's like, well, if you already know who I am and this is supposed to be coming from you, it should somehow already
Yeah.
tied in. So the next second you put your email and password in, you've just given that to attackers. So
Keys
again,
to the kingdom.
don't put your passwords in after clicking through on the links unless you can verify it's truly from a sender. Now, because that can happen if you use like M365 and you're sharing documents with other people, within other companies, it can be like signed into M365 to prove and verify and things like that. But you again want to be very cautious with doing that. Verify you should be getting that, and maybe even call them and be like, did you guys send that? And do I need to do this? And then just verify before you ever put your passwords
I
in.
could totally see myself falling for that
Well, I mean,
Mhm.
it's
because we share
Yeah, I do.
documents all the time. in
Yeah, and a lot of times,
365.
and a lot of times it'll
That's why
say if
stuff
it's,
like
an
this
if it's an
works.
external document outside your company, it may have you sign in to verify. Because as me, I'm sharing a document with company X, I might put an expiration on it. Like they can access this file
yeah.
for 14 days, and they have to sign in to prove who they are because I don't want this file just floating on the internet for anyone. It's for a specific person. So there are some legitimate use
Maybe
case
just
where
call
you
and ask.
call and ask. But they go, yeah, am I doing that? If obviously
Okay.
you're working with that person on a project and you're sharing stuff, it's more legit than just a random so and so shared a file with you.
Yeah.
Sign into it's like why am I getting this file? I didn't
What?
think for this.
Yeah.
So just verify that. And then be cautious again with mobile devices because small screens can make phishing links harder to detect as well. When you're entering your stuff, it's harder to spot on your mobile device and like on a bigger
AMZ
screen.
dot-
Part of the total.
Yeah.
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 So again, fake shipping notifications, fake order confirmations, spoofed delivery services, all this stuff can be mitigated by just going to the direct website, entering your tracking number, and don't clicking the link. So again, how you should handle this is obviously just delete it. Don't even engage with them. Don't reply to them. Say, oh, I know you're fake. Don't send me any more of these and try to antagonize them. Just ignore it. You can report it. A lot of times you can like in your email click flag as phishing or flag as malicious, and it will potentially quarantine that and then learn in the future to block messages of similar nature. And then obviously reach out to your IT team. If you're getting a ton of these messages a lot, or you're getting like spam from someone who's legitimate, it seems, reach out. Obviously, if we're your MSP, reach out to us and we can dig in and verify that and make sense of it if they're truly going on and maybe stop something if someone is compromised. Another way to help this is having your security awareness training. A lot of times you'll train people when they first get hired, but it's good to have like an annual refresher where once a year you're going over some of the newest attacks and maybe, oh yeah, don't scan the QR code with your phone from the email because now it'll automatically go to a malicious link and start downloading stuff, and they'll kind of go over some of the latest versions of the attacks.
I just heard of a scam where they sent a package
Mhm.
to the people and you open up the package and you're like, I never ordered this, but there's a QR code in there
Yep.
to return it or whatever.
Yep. It's like, oh, this isn't your package. Scan the QR code to print your shipping label
That
or whatever
is-
it is, right? Now you
Yeah.
scan the QR
far.
code,
I
and then the
know.
QR code just opens the website automatically. So like
Oh
scanning
my
the QR is
gosh.
like clicking a link. Just if you can
It's
think
the same
about that,
thing.
scanning the QR code is clicking a link because
It
your
is.
phone will go to a link and go to it. So just think of that as yes. So by having these annual refreshers, the new techniques and weird crazy
Yeah.
stories, you can keep on the latest and greatest and keep protecting your organization. So obviously having that security awareness training at least annually, in my
And they
opinion,
don't take
should be
long.
done. And
If
they-
you're
yeah,
a client
I
of
had-
ours and you don't
yeah.
have it, reach out.
Yeah, we can
because
set some stuff
yes,
up for you and
we-
part of our
You can get some
package. Yep.
huge insights that you'll
Oh, yeah.
remember for
I've been through it
life.
many
Yep.
times and
Like
been
less than half hour.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then that couples with security awareness training, or a subset of that, is the sending the malicious phishing links on purpose.
Mhm.
We will send fake messages to your staff, and then if they click on the fake one, it doesn't actually install bad software. It just says,
Watch
"You've been
this
fished.
video."
Watch out! Watch this short little video to remember not to do this again," and it can help them remind them.
That's
of
how I
it.
learned.
So,
I got tired
we've
of
all
watching the
done
same
it.
video.
We've all done it.
Exactly. I gotta watch the stupid 5-minute video again. That's the third time.
Yes,
It's like, well, maybe-
exactly.
yeah.
Well, yeah, learn not to
Um,
click the link.
So yeah, so having some sort of solution like that is very important for business, especially with like you were touching on, new hires coming into the workforce might not be as savvy or might not be like ingrained in them to be like, this is very important. Everyone is part of this. Even you're hired, you're brand new, you can still click something bad. It can affect everyone. So it's very important that everyone from the green new hire to the most senior CEO is all getting this fish training and reminded of it regularly. So,
What is
yeah.
it, like 93 or it's
Yep.
a 90? What's the number?
92% of all
Hacks.
hacks can be related back to
To phishing.
An initial
email.
phishing of some
Yep.
sort or an email or something like that. It's like 50% of all ransomware starts
It's
as
probably
just
higher
phishing
now.
links even too. It's not like they're
Yeah.
just hacking into your system and throwing ransomware. A lot of times it starts from clicking a link. And yeah, anyone can click the
Yep.
link and then they're in.
It's
So,
usually human error that lets one little
Yeah.
thing through, unfortunately.
you know, like I always say, it's kind of silly, but you can't patch humans. You can only train them.
No.
So final recommendations is, at least not yet. You know, I'm not 30 years.
Ah,
I mean,
stay tuned
yeah.
in
Yeah,
10
who
years
knows?
when AI.
So some final recommendations is be skeptical again from unsolicited messages. You should just have that like alert on anyway all the time. Verify before you trust. Go directly to Amazon or UPS to verify your deliveries with the tracking number you acquired when you first, bought your package. Make sure you train your team and everyone's on page with this, whether it's a security awareness training, fish testing, or both. You should definitely do that. And then fish test regularly, because what we've noticed is typically after 3 months of doing this fish test training, it's like cut down by like over 50%. So if you had, say,
crazy.
50 employees and 25 of them are clicking links out the get-go, by the end of it, you're down to like the last 10 problem childs you got to finish training. Like it cuts that down quite a bit, and it will definitely help your team get up there. So.
Problem child.
So, in conclusion, phishing attacks, especially during the holidays, can be devastating. Following best practices like never clicking on links, strong verification methods, security awareness training can also help. And the last part of this, you were talking about how hackers actually attack during holidays. The reason for that is they know businesses will be gone for an extended period of time. So if they are lingering in your systems or they're thinking of like actually hitting the attack button, they'll do it on like over Christmas or over Thanksgiving or over some sort of holiday weekend, because they know people will be light, less staff, you're gonna have less people to respond. And so as unfortunate as it is, that's what attackers do. They're not, they don't have morals, so they'll just do what they can to get the best advantage. So for them, that's what they'll do. So make sure that before you go on vacations, make sure you reach out to us. We're obviously going to be keeping all your stuff updated, but it's a good time to update your phones. Anytime you have those security updates on your computers, make sure everything's fully updated prior to going into the holiday, so that way you're not leaving some sort of unpatched system out there that could be poked at. So.
Yeah, for sure. Trust no one.
Don't
Don't
click
click
that
the
link.
link.
Yes.
Make it a great day.
Yes. Well,
If you do those things, you'll probably have a great day.
yep. Go to
Yep.
dstech.net if you want to sign up for a free security assessment. Drop your questions. Drop whatever you want, and I'll get in touch with you with what you need. Okay.
Train me.
So yeah, train
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
If you're
Hashtag train me.
if you're a client of ours, you can get that. But you have to be a client to get
Mhm.
that one. So
That's
anyway, make it a great day. Have a good holiday. Don't get fished. We'll see you next time.